cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze, cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Steam in the breeze, cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze, cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stays woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze. Cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios.
This is the AM Wake Up Show. Coffee with Rios, the #1 morning show in the whole wide world. Craig, what's up, Ghetto Cafe? What's up at the coffee table? We meeting up in the morning. As y'all know, I'm Rios, y'all the Ghetto Cafe. Shouts out to the chat all the time, every time. Make sure everything is good. Make sure we working, making sure y'all can hear me. We looking good, we feeling good, we smelling good. We up early in the morning, ready to get the day started. If it's already started, we continuing the good day. But we're going to start off by saying thanking God for another opportunity to be a blessing in somebody else's life. The opportunity to be productive, the opportunity to be positive, to be a great example in somebody else's life. You never know who's watching. Children, cousins, uncles, friends, neighbors. You never know who you're inspiring. You never know who you're motivating. But shout out to y'all, man, because we up in here. And there's a lot to deal with. What's the deal? What up, God Almighty? Logo, Secret, and Los DLT, Icky, Ricky. I see everybody up in here, man, early in the morning. It's a lot of sad shit happening, but we got to keep our spirits up. We got to try to make the best out of what we have. It could be moments where you feel powerless in these situations of things happening in the world and there's nothing you can do about it. If you have that outlook and that perspective, there is nothing you can do about it. But if you create your circle, you create your world, and you fortify your castle, fortify your empire, and that could be 3 people, that could be 2 people. It could just be you and your girl, you and your guy, you and your family, your kids, just your household. Fortify that shit, man. It's time to fortify what we believe in, fortify what we value, who we love. Because it's important, because they could be here today and gone tomorrow, as you can see with the young lady in Minneapolis, Minnesota, that lost her life driving away from ICE. And that shit is despicable, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's despicable. I'm tired of seeing that kind of shit. But what I'm really getting tired of is people that are validating or justifying that kind of behavior. Justifying the behavior of unaliving somebody because they were driving away or driving in your direction. And also driving into the direction of pedestrians on the street, and you shoot and unalive this woman. Headshot and 2 more shots as she's driving off. Like, what kind of threat was she to where you need to unalive this person so they can't continue their life? so they can't continue what they were doing. What was she doing that was so endangering that you needed to get her off this earth? And then looking at the dude, the monster who did it, walking off afterwards, just casually, like nothing happened, just like with his mask on. And then the coward got a mask on, took somebody's family member out, somebody's friend, somebody's daughter, and just walking off like, oh yeah, you know, I just did that. Somebody called the police. No, somebody called an ambulance. No, somebody called the police to arrest you. I can't even, in California, I can't even do that kind of shit in my own household when there's a robbery or when somebody has broke into my house. I have to justify defending myself, defending my children, defending my family. I have to justify that shit, and most likely will get my license revoked, my ammunition, my weapons taken away because I defended myself in my own household. But you can say that you felt endangered enough to where you could just unalive somebody with 3 shots. And you are a federal agent here to protect us. The whole purpose of ICE going to the streets was what? Mayor called them out. Mayor should have been calling their asses out. The mayor should have been requesting to, which maybe he has been requesting to get them up out of there. Get up out of my city. Get up out of here. You're causing more trouble than anything. Harassing Somali residents. Harassing Somali residents like it's nothing. Just, what's your ID? Where's your ID? Who are you? I can't even see your face and you asking me who I am. I don't even know if you're an imposter. I don't even know if you're dressed up playing games. Because there was people out here dressing up as ICE out here in Los Angeles, dressing up as ICE and going and picking up people to never be seen again. They're approaching us like we trust them. You're approaching us as if your background and your timeline and your history is trustworthy. You want me to expose and be vulnerable to you, somebody who I've seen nothing but attack people. But you want me to be just calm and cool and just like, oh yeah, this is what's up. Like, oh, I'm this person. Is that you've shown people getting arrested when they're going to their hearings for immigration before they even get to be seen or heard. Call out Manny because he's a vocal Trump supporter. Being a vocal Trump supporter and being a cop who shot somebody, or not a cop, a federal agent. I don't think Manny voted for Trump, and if he did, that's his prerogative. I'm pretty sure he's changed his mind now. This nigga, it's crazy cold. And you got people going on CNN, Fox, whatever these news stations are, with all these news stations, defending this, defending that. Well, you don't know what she had. You don't know if she was a threat. Well, you don't know if anybody is a threat. Well, then you might as well just mow down all of society. Every civilian, you might as well mow down because you don't know what anybody has. So if I'm jogging, am I a threat? If I'm jogging in my morning routine, my morning workout, am I a threat? I just think that this dude that made that decision to do that just made everybody's life worse. And not just the civilians. I think there's probably some border agents, some border patrol, some ICE agents that are probably more than likely not feeling like how he feels, but you just jeopardized all their lives. You just put them in a real pressure cooker situation. Show you my ID. Yeah, right. Get up out of here. Y'all just pop a lady for driving away. And did y'all hear what Trump said in his response? Luckily, the gentleman that was run over was in the hospital, and luckily he survived the injuries. The dude wasn't barely even touched by it, but this is how they spin narratives. This is what we was talking about. Let me see if I can find what they said.
Shot a motorist, 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good. On Wednesday, in Minneapolis, a federal agent fatally shot a motorist, 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good. On Wednesday, in Minneapolis, a federal agent fatally shot a motorist, 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good. A motorist. 37-year-old a motorist.
He could have easily gotten out of the way. How many shots is that? I can't count.
Renee fatally shot a motorist.
1.
37-year-old
Two
Renee
shots.
Nicole Good.
Or is that 3 shots?
Trump administration officials said these were, quote, defensive shots, fired because the officer was being run over.
And a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over.
But our analysis of bystander footage, filmed from different angles, appears to show the agent was not in the path of the victim's SUV when he fired 3 shots at close range.
And I believe that was her wife.
Unfolded.
That was the wife of the lady. Her wife got to see that. Her wife saw that.
Moments before the shooting, the victim's maroon SUV is stopped in the middle of the street. Multiple unmarked federal vehicles are idling nearby. Secretary Noem alleged the motorist, quote, was blocking the officers in. Bystanders are blowing whistles and yelling at federal agents.
Go home to Texas!
Then, federal vehicles start moving toward the maroon SUV, with sirens and lights blaring. A federal agent films the scene on his phone. The driver rolls forward slightly, turning left, then stops and waves for others to go ahead. 2 agents exit this silver pickup and walk toward the vehicle. Moments
Look
later,
at how he approached,
shots
like,
are
get out of
fired.
the fucking car. Just walks up, get out of the fucking car. Get out of the fucking car. No guns out, nothing. Just walks up, just get out of the fucking car. Tries to open her door to get her out of the car. Like, police don't even do that. Police don't even do that shit. They'll tell you to get out the car. They won't walk up and they'll make demands and this and that, but they just do. They operating a whole different kind of way, y'all. They operating with impunity, with endless amounts of power. We have no power, dude, because I don't think we got the spine or the balls to act on our constitutional rights, man.
Let's look at the scene again more closely. This is the agent who shoots the driver. He walks around the car filming and disappears. Let's look at the scene again more closely. This is the agent who shoots the driver. He walks around the car filming and disappears from view. Other agents pull up and order the driver to exit her vehicle. One of them grabs at the door handle and reaches inside. The SUV reverses, then turns right, apparently attempting to leave. At the same time, the agent filming crosses toward the left of the vehicle
and then walks up to it.
He opens fire on the motorist and continues shooting as she drives past. The moment the agent fires, he is standing here, to the left of the SUV, and the wheels are pointing to the right, away from the agent. This appears to conflict with allegations that the SUV was ramming or about to ram the officer. President Trump and others said the federal agent was hit by the SUV, often pointing to another video filmed from a different angle. And it's true that at this moment in this grainy low-resolution footage, it does look like the agent is being struck by the SUV. But when we synchronize it with the first clip, we can see the agent is not being run over. In fact, his feet are positioned away from the SUV. The SUV crashes into a white car parked down the road. A bystander runs toward the collision. The federal agents on scene do not appear to rush to provide emergency medical care. Eventually, the agent who shot the motorist approaches the vehicle. Seconds later, he turns back around and tells his colleagues to call 911.
Shame! You shot
The guy just walks off after he kills somebody.
You shot someone!
Agents block several bystanders who attempt to provide medical care, including one who identifies himself as a physician.
I go check a pulse.
No! Back up! Now!
I'm a physician.
I don't care.
At the same time, several agents, including the agent who opened fire, get in their vehicles and drive off, apparently altering the active crime scene.
I don't give a fuck if she... Let me stop cursing. I've been cursing too much this year. I don't care if she was stalking, following, whatever. If it could be the worst. She was around them all day, the whole day. She was by them the whole day, stalking them or whatever. What you see does not justify the result. It doesn't, there's no justification for that. You're completely out the way and you take two more shots. As she's driving into traffic, as she's driving whipped towards pedestrians. It is right now, like if you can't tell that it's a power thing, it's a power thing. It's always a class color. It's always gonna be a class thing. It's always gonna be a power and powerless. But this shit is a power dynamic where they're saying, nigga, we can operate with impunity. If I feel like you're a threat, you ain't never even had a police record, you ain't never did this. I feel like you were stalking me. You're stalking us. What are you doing? This is my neighborhood. This is where I live. You're stalking us. You're preying on our people. I'm driving in a fucking mom van. Trump, they said there was news reports that the officer was dragged and this and that, and he's injured. Luckily, he survived the brutal attack of this domestic terrorist. A domestic terrorist. What was Trump's tweet? Let's see what Trump tweeted. This is what he said. I have just viewed the clip of the event which took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is a horrible thing to watch. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator, and the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting. Resisting what? When then violently, willfully, and viciously. This is him saying he saw the same video that we just saw. Him saying he saw what we just saw. We just saw the same thing. This is his, obstructing and resisting, who then violently and willfully, viciously ran over the ICE officer who seems to have shot her in self-defense. Based on the attached clip, it's hard to believe he's alive, but he is now recovering in the hospital. The situation, recovering in the hospital. He's talking about the same guy who shot her, walked 100 yards to the car, said, hey, y'all called 911. And then he's walking off with his mask on, but he's recovering from his injuries. It's hard to believe he's alive, but he is now recovering in the hospital. The situation is being studied in its entirety, but the reason these incidents are happening is because The radical left is threatening, assaulting, and targeting our law enforcement officers and ICE agents on a daily basis. They are just trying to do the job of making America safe. We need to stand by and protect our law enforcement officers from this radical left movement of violence and hate. Guess what? The left, whoever you're saying is the left or whatever, was murdered. That person they didn't do anything violent. The violence was from one side, from your federal officers. Look at the spin. Look at the spin game, the control of propaganda and narrative. This is probably on his shit, Truth Social. The president. Let's see what Kristi Noem said.
You asked about a shooting that we just had in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened, it was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting.
This is all a costume. Just so y'all know, this is a costume that she has on to try to appeal to urban. This is a costume. What? Domestic terrorism. It was an act of domestic terrorism.
To push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased. We're continuing to gather more information, but this goes to show the assaults that our ICE officers and our law enforcement are under every single day. These vehicle rammings are domestic acts of terrorism. We're working with the Department of Justice.
Vehicle rammings are acts of domestic terrorism. How many acts? This almost goes to the thing like where they say Antifa is the biggest terrorist organization. Where are they? Who are they? What do you know about these people? These people are fucking clowns, man.
To prosecute them as such. We will continue to protect our ICE officers and in cooperation with other law enforcement agencies as well.
All right, so that's...
You asked about a shooting that we just had in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened, it was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in
They got stuck in the snow.
Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them.
A woman attacked them? Where's that video? Where's the video of her attacking them?
And attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased.
When you can go on the internet, go on a press conference as the U.S. Department of Security, Homeland Security, and just straight out lie with no hesitation, no shame, no embarrassment, just lie. And not even talk about the citizens, the civilians of the neighborhood, of this and that. This is not what you said you was doing. Remember I told y'all, even like if we bring our own narrative here, what the hell you think they doing at the top? We had a whole episode about that, about the spin game. They called her a domestic terrorist. I want to see the video of her doing some domestic terrorism. I want to see the stronghold of Antifa. Where is the stronghold of Antifa? Where are these sleeper cells of Antifa? Who is the leader of Antifa? These people that you're calling the biggest threat to America, the biggest terrorist threat to America. Where are they? Where is their stronghold at? Where do they gather? What information do you have? A regular citizen was a domestic terrorist for driving away from somebody trying to open her door up and lost her life. You can't. This shit is heavy. I want y'all to see this video of this woman getting arrested for talking against Trump or the government. She gets arrested live on the news. Where's that shit at?
Pressure at all.
Well, this video has a lot of people talking and asking some serious questions about what's protected under the First Amendment. Videos circulating online claim this woman was arrested unjustly for exercising her constitutional right to protest, but police say she was breaking city rules. Just moments after an interview.
And as soon as the light to the camera shut off, 2 police officers came up behind me and said, "Put your hands on your head, you're under arrest." I am not resisting arrest.
No, you're not resisting arrest.
I'm not resisting arrest. I'm going peacefully.
Organizer Jessica Plichta was arrested for failure to obey a lawful order of a police officer after marching in the streets of Grand Rapids against U.S. actions in Venezuela on January 3rd.
They had me bend over the police car, they patted me down, removed my belongings, and then they put me back in the police car without buckling my seatbelt and drove me to Kent County Sheriff's Office, I believe. The jail.
Plichta says she was held there for 3 hours before being released.
I wasn't surprised, just disappointed.
She says she chose to remain silent after her arrest, but
It's a wrap, y'all. It's a wrap. Balenci said, wait, what did Balenci say? Rios in chat, what would y'all advise y'all daughter or son to do? If my son or daughter was an ICE agent, I would advise her, don't shoot people for no reason. Proceed with caution. Be aware of what's going on. Be aware that you are here to protect citizens of America. Citizens of the United States of America, you're here to protect them. They are not your enemy. They are not your enemy. But I don't know if people are telling the ICE agents that. You want me to, what would I tell my daughter or son in the situation of the girl, the driver? Use your best judgment. Like, I don't know. I ain't never been in no ICE situation where people are coming up to you. I've been accosted. I've been arrested. I've been handcuffed over 20 times. I'm used to dealing with police officers. I'm used to being thrown to the ground. I'm used to being beat up by the police officers, jumped and thrown in cells for 2 days and then released for no reason and arrested for no reason. I'm used to that kind of behavior. I've been through that behavior. So I know how to be comfortable and talk and be not scared and nervous around them. Like, you're going to do what you're going to do. But there are people who have never been arrested. There are people who've never had to deal with an aggressive officer or somebody running towards you, telling you to get out your car and pulling your door open. Regular citizens have never dealt with that. And then another one pulling a gun out of you, they have never dealt. There's, like me, it's been so many times guns have been pulled out on me. So many times I've been shot at. So many times guns have been pulled out. I'm at a level of where like I know how to handle myself, but there's people in the world, the majority of people in the world have never had a gun pulled out on them, have never had to react to men in masks running at them in a car saying, get the fuck out the car. I don't care what you tell that person, how to respond, like, hey, be cool. Don't do this, don't do that. They're in a state of fear. They're reacting out of fear. They're not used to people having guns and grown men coming and running at them. They're not used to that. I'm used to it. I'll be cool. Like, what the hell y'all doing? Y'all tripping. Out here acting like idiots. But there are young ladies, women, men too, that have never had to deal with that, and their response is fight or flight. And guess what? Most of their responses is going to be flight to get away. So, Balenci, you just gonna tell your kid just to stop for anybody that tell them to stop? Just stop. They tell you to stop. Now, why would anybody after this video listen and obey? Like, shit, I'm gonna get away from them as fast as possible. They might just shoot me and nothing happens. Why would I listen to your commands if I seen you do this shit? There's people out here who have never dealt with any high pressure situations ever. They ain't been in the military. They haven't been police officers. They haven't been in the streets doing all kinds of crazy shit. Just regular citizen. Might be a librarian. How's a librarian supposed to react to that? Like, you never know. How you gonna shoot somebody and then tell them stop thriving in pain? Shoot them up. Stop moving. Nigga, I'm hurt. Nigga, my shit is fucked up. What do you mean stop moving? Nigga, I feel like my shit is on fire. Shoot somebody and then say, hands up, put your hands up. Nigga, I got 6 holes in my body that you put into me. You shot me 3 times. And you tell me put my hands up. Nah, I'm about to cover this hole. Stop this bleeding. Oh, this shit hurt. Like, it's shit that don't even make sense. The commands don't even make sense. These people ain't criminals. These people ain't been operating on the other side of the law. Most people have not. Most people have never dealt with even an aggressive police officer. We deal with aggressive police officers all the time. And nigga, you say you do one thing inappropriately and you've been conducting and doing this shit the right way. We know how to do it, how to be. But nigga, it could be just one thing you say that will trigger one of these cats. We know. Let's stop acting like we don't live in reality, man. These is the little energy, inferior, want to be superior men who never have been, who are enacting justice and enacting feats of power over little women. You know how disgusted I would feel? How disgusted as a man, as a human, taking the life of a woman? And I'm just being biased. Yeah, men, whatever. A woman? I gotta walk away and deal with that? You was threatened? The shit is incredibly weak, man. Let's stop acting like these cats is like just powerful and just smart and this and that. No, a lot of these cats have issues. They've been operating however they want, and they're operating right now in a way that they don't give a damn. And it's more cameras. They just operating like, nigga, I have the backing of the president. I'm gonna do what I want to do. He told us to do this. Somebody said, look up what's going on in Portland, Oregon. I'm gonna show y'all this real quick. Where is it? My profile.
The hell would I show random people my ID? You want to steal my identity? Where's your ID? Let me check if you're a U.S. citizen. How about that? Man, you guys better move on, man.
Shout out to this Somali resident, man.
What kind of name is that? Alcohol 4? What's your initial?
They don't even have their names on their badges. They got initials. Initials on their badges. Because of they know they're conducting themselves in a way that people ain't fucking with. They putting their whole family and their life in danger doing this ugly shit.
It ain't over there. You motherfucker back the street. Why would I answer you? Why would I not be a citizen of this country, man? Are you a citizen? Why are you getting close? I can hear you. You can stand there. I'm not close. How come she got a GoPro and you got your a police issued body cam? What's going on with you guys? Why do I have it? What kind of shit is this? Dude, listen. I'm here working. You're working too, right? So go. It says U.S. Border Patrol. This is not the border. Go to the Canada border or the Mexico border.
But if you were from this country, if you were from this country, you know I'm an immigration officer.
What do you mean if I'm from this country?
I can hear you don't have the same accent as me. That's why I'm
asking. So you're going by accents now?
I want to know where you were born. Where were you born?
Going based off of accent. I can hear you. I can tell you're not from here by the way that you talk. You don't sound like me. What? I don't sound like a piece of shit Border Patrol officer? I don't sound like you? So I gotta sound like you in order for you to think I'm from here. That shit is...
The accents, have you heard the Israeli accent? Have you heard the European accent?
You just proved my point. You're a brilliant man.
It's retarded,
You just proved my point.
You go by accents?
You just proved other countries.
You guys want to argue? I got time. I got time today.
You're not arguing. You're proving my point.
Today, man.
Thank you, sir.
You guys do whatever you want to do.
Where's your ID, sir?
I'm not going to show you. I don't have to show you anything. If a police officer comes here, I'll comply with it. But U.S. Border Patrol, I don't even know if you're a real police officer. Where's your ID?
But you just said it.
Where's your ID?
You just said it.
And I'm not going to go by C20. That's a periodic chemical. That's a periodic element. C20? What are you, carbon 20?
I'm wearing my ID.
Male C20. Come back. Come back.
She said, come back.
Hey,
come back. No, hell no. Why would I come there? You come here.
Then shut up.
You came to my car. I'm chilling on my social media. This lady comes knocking. So
Bushido Zay, Europeans acting like this in America. What do you guys say about that?
You're no Mexican. And it's a shame. You got a camera on. You got the police camera. Yeah, you got a nice camera.
So because he's from Somalia or he's Somalian descent, he can't protect his rights. So because he's Somali, Bushido, he can't be standing up for himself in America. What?
Yeah. You guys just shot somebody now. Who else you guys want to do? That ain't us. That ain't
Icky Ricky.
It wasn't us.
What is that? A periodic element? This dude, he was on him. And the dude, I think he's a chemical engineer. He's an engineer, but that shit was funny. What is that, periodic element?
That wasn't us? Come on now. Can't read? My nigga. Whoa. Move on now.
My nigga. Oh my God. Hey, to be able to be comfortable like this, he's had, like, you have to be... There's people that can't do this. This is what I'm saying. There's people that are comfortable and there's people who are not. There's people that will run. Women are scared. They're not trying to get arrested. Like, dude.
Harassing Africans. You guys got the right guy, man. I got the time today.
I got time today, cuz. You got the right guy. I got time today.
So you're
Mr.
from
Mills.
Africa?
Mr. Mills.
So you're from Africa?
Where you from, Mr. Mills, with your big ass body? Where you from?
Mr. Mills, where you from with your big ass body? Hey, now where's the GoFundMe for this dude? Where's the GoFundMe for this cat? That's who the motherfuckers need to be sending money. Like, yeah, man, you know what? Here go $200 from the people, man. Just $200 for you. You trying to mind your business, trying to Uber in an Uber line. This is an Uber line, I believe, close to the airport or whatever. What you doing with your big, ugly body? We need to GoFundMe for this cat. Who is this dude?
Yes, body.
Yeah.
That's a strange
All of these
compliment.
other motherfuckers small, man. Look at your offices. Hey, the famous guy.
what's going
I've
on,
seen
man?
this guy on TikTok.
I've seen this guy on
He got
TikTok.
gas canisters and shit. What's up, officer? How you doing, man? Let me talk to you guys.
Look, he got uncomfortable.
doing all right?
It was something I ran
you.
one on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, with the soundtrack and everything. These guys, your office is coming over here harassing the hell out of me. This guy's saying, he said, because I got an accent.
Yeah, and you said,
He has a-
you said everyone from other countries.
Yeah, have you seen the European accent, brother? It's worse than
Thank you
mine.
so much.
I know you guys can understand my English. I got an accent, I know that. I'm black too.
Hey, I've got an accent.
He said I'm
I
black
ain't
too.
got a Boston accent.
Oh, which is crazy.
I do.
Big
guys?
body
You said I have an
black.
accent.
Hey,
Homeland Security in person.
I think the dude who he shook his hand, I don't know what they called the hierarchy in there, but I think the dude who he shook his hand is the one that's like in charge. Like he's the higher up. I don't know, like just for lack of the vocabulary, I don't know what they call that. The lieutenant, the captain, I'm not sure. Because right now, old boy is acting like he the captain of the ship.
Boss over here.
What's going on?
Niggas harassing people.
No,
Are we in Germany?
no, come on.
What do you guys want to do today? You guys want to take me in or something?
They're running it right now.
Well, it depends. Are you an illegal alien?
Illegal alien, man. I feel like I'm from another planet. Yes. I'm from another planet.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
then, if that's the case, if you're from
Look, he said illegal alien. I feel like I'm from another planet. Are you saying you're from another planet? Are you saying you're illegal alien? Because if you are, we're going to arrest you. He's the top dog.
another planet, that counts too.
Well, if that counts, well, I'm an alien, guys. Let's do DNA tests and shit. You got a lab? We can run some blood tests to see what they're saying.
Oh my God.
Hey, I shave too.
I mean, yours,
Yours is prettier than mine.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Mr. Mills. Mr. C20, cup on 20. And alcohol 5 over here. I go by A3.
I go by A3.
Man, isn't this crazy though? You guys are doing a crazy job going everywhere. You literally
We
find
appreciate that.
That's crazy.
Yes.
But
Look
the
at how
thing
they,
is,
look at the
you're just
mask.
going off the wrong shit. You gotta find the criminals, man, not the people working. This is an Uber waiting lot. We're literally working. You know, I've been here since. Criminals doing Uber?
Oh yeah.
That's not how it works, brother. Maybe criminals are doing ICE.
There you
How
go.
about that? You know what I'm saying? You guys shooting at people, man.
Sometimes, what they say, not all heroes wear capes, man. Sometimes it's a little moment like this that can spark some shit for somebody. There's no reason why this dude right now should not be on somebody's podcast, news station, some shit. The way that they are promoting racism and these people who say the N-word and the N-I-G-G-E-R and being racist and incentivizing it. Why is this dude not being on a platform, being not necessarily promoted, but like, man, who are you? How did you get the confidence and the courage to talk to them like this? The Somali people, the people of Minnesota, Minneapolis, they should be talking about this guy. Because this, to me, is great work. Great work. He's antagonizing them, yeah. But he ain't did nothing wrong. Y'all are in my space while I'm trying to work and put food on my kid's table. I'm in an Uber line. The fuck you over here bothering me for? Cursed again, y'all. Every time I curse, I'm gonna give Xander $1. That's what I'm gonna do. I think for the year, I think I'm at least $100. Dang. I'm gonna give Xander $100, y'all. What day is it? It's the 8th. This week has been a rough cursing week.
Somebody just got shot for what? Why did you guys shoot that lady? Answer me that. There's an officer today that shot a lady in the head, dude.
Really?
For what?
I don't know why they do the head, man.
You got all these stuff. You could have just got her, man. She's not gonna like fly out of the country.
Like an alien.
Like an alien with a spaceship.
With a spaceship.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is, guys. What you guys want to do?
PDX, send it. Drop the link in the chat, man. I don't know what you're talking about Portland, Oregon video. If you know where it is, go get it and send it, put it in here.
I'm literally the biggest, the head of all of these guys is literally here, man.
What do we got to do with Uber rides?
And because you know there's a bunch of hardworking Somalians here. You guys just coming to terrorize them, man. Why are you guys acting like terrorists?
Terrorists.
What the
I
fuck, dude?
think your idea of terrorism.
Every person here is working. Uber, if you don't have an app, if Uber didn't verify you, if your app is not active, You cannot be here working. Do you know that?
Does Uber verify citizenship or
Dude, I don't work for
legal
Uber
status?
in that capacity. They're
I don't
literally
work for
stripping
Uber
me out
capacity.
too.
Who are you
You
talking
see what I'm
to?
saying? Like Uber doesn't verify your legal status to be in or in
Dude,
the United
they
States.
make sure that you're safe. They do a background check. They just don't. They just don't give you the app access immediately. They run the back.
This guy did better than I would do. He's so under control and so coherent about what he's saying, and in the moment, he did better than I would have done.
And I
So
think that's great.
yeah, it is what it is. You guys coming here pissing in our little parties, man. Just taking over everything.
But you
Salkaaga haddaan raaco maalin kastaba sa carruurtaada beri la qabanaa alla ayaa tahay come on my nigga
Come on.
ilaahay ka cabso just fear God don't fear this uniform.
Y'all have been backed down by what y'all thought was a Somali illegal immigrant.
Oh, well. Okay. All right, got you. Uniform? Good?
Get out of here.
All right, let's go. Hey guys, zone 4, zone 4.
Zone 4, zone 4.
what's up?
1014.
It's
What's that?
B.
What y'all looking at right now, all those officers, all those people right there, federal agents, you looking at millions of dollars in salary. 100,000 plus per person, maybe. You're looking at $1 million in salary, just wasting our money, wasting our taxpayer money, bothering this dude.
No, relax, bro. I know how to spell.
Okay.
I actually have an engineering degree. You know that? And I'm
No, I
fucking
don't
doing-
know, but when you
yeah,
said Bono-
I'm telling you. Listen,
but you said
let's
Bono,
not
but it's not an
talk
O,
to
it's
each
a
other in a
zero.
retarded way. You want to have a conversation like a normal person?
Yeah, sure.
I could talk to you like
Yes,
a
sir.
normal. I'm a fucking engineer, graduated from Washington State University.
That's great.
$70,000 student loans.
That sucks.
And I'm doing Uber. You know what that means? I'd rather make an honest day's living. I don't go.
Tell them, I'm Ubering to pay off my debt to college, $70,000 in debt. I choose to be honorable and do the right thing to make money.
Harassing people at work, dude. What
Well,
the
if you have
hell
an
is
engi-
that?
If you have an engineer,
Bro,
go be an engineer. I don't understand.
all of you guys need psychiatric checkups. This is not normal. Why do you go to people's workplaces to harass them?
Okay. All right. Have a good day,
Yeah,
sir.
go with C61.
C6.
R56, man. Fuck off.
Have a good day, sir.
Get out of here, man. Get a better name. R56. What the fuck is that?
What's the name?
Man, that's a shitty ass initial, man. Get out of here.
All right, sir. We're sorry the
I'm gonna go back to Twitter to watch the lady that you guys just shot up. What the fuck is that? You guys just shot some lady, man.
I'm about to go back to Twitter to watch the footage of the lady y'all shot up. I'm about to go back to Twitter, waiting in my job, waiting in my Uber line, and watch the footage of the lady y'all shot up. Dude, that was incredible. Find out whoever that dude's name is. Start him a GoFundMe. That, like, why don't we don't do the right shit? Like the wrong people, they'll start a GoFundMe for the racist people, calling people racist names and give them $150,000. Start something for somebody that's conducted themselves and standing up against abusers. What you here bothering me for? I'm an engineer. I graduated as an engineer. I'm working Uber to pay off my college debt. I'm fighting against a president that is saying my people are horrible people and feeding citizens that believe the shit he's saying. I'm fighting against that rhetoric and trying to do my job at the same time, maybe Ubering people that hate Somalians. We don't own the propaganda machine is correct, Ohio. But this is why I said every single one of us should be doing this right here. Sharing your opinion, sharing how you feel about stuff. We should all be doing this. Every single person in here right now in the Ghetto Cafe, in this chat, meeting at the coffee table, and having this discussion, every single one of you guys should be talking to your phone and putting out your feelings and how you feel about this shit. All of us, all 106 of us should be starting our own platform because of how strong the media is and how they're trying to control. Before we ain't got nothing. Before we can't do anything. Yeah, media is in control. But if 1 million people start voicing their opinion or start going on, start your own platform. Trump started Truth Social. There's another one. Something Base. We should go on there. You know what? I should really start my shit on there just to be on there. But just getting your opinion out. Yeah, Society of Freedom Media, man. Society of Freedom Media. I did this shit in a year. Yeah, it was hard as fuck. Yeah, it was a lot of mornings, a lot of days I felt inadequate and I couldn't, I don't know if the people want to hear what I got to say. I don't know if I'm even of quality. But guess what? Got on the microphone and was vulnerable, open, like, nigga, like, you ain't talking about shit, fool. You tripping. Yeah, okay, I'm tripping. Maybe I'm not that good today, but whatever. I'm about to get on here. Society of Freedom was something I came up with, I'm going to say 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I had built up a whole outlook plan, a whole mission statement about what I wanted Society of Freedom to be. I wanted it to be a group of people coming together, reading books, working out, do 30 minutes of reading, 30 minutes of working out every morning, 30 minutes of reading, 30 minutes of working out every night, and putting children and women first. It's a whole thing. But look at what it's just turned into other shit. It's turned into a website. It's turned into a media platform. And I'm going to go back to the organization thing of the lifestyle of Society of Freedom, of what every man should be doing, at least 15 pull-ups. 15 pull-ups is a lot for a lot of people, but you should be able to do 10 pull-ups in a row. You should be able to do 50 push-ups in a row, and you should be able to run 3 miles. And that was just the standard for Society of Freedom. You should be able to do that. And that was 20 years ago when I started. You can ask Manny, you can ask my brother Kyle. Like, I sent this shit out in the email. But it's just, we have to take initiative. We can't just keep saying, they controlling this, they controlling that. Well, shit, they might be controlling it, but at least I'm talking to 100 people right now. And then you got people out here, agitators that are waiting. Like, this is the other thing. Like, they're waiting for moments like what just happened to that young lady, the unaliving of that lady by the ICE agent. There's people out there that are waiting for that to happen just so that they can incite violence in protests, going into crowds, and not even supporting what the protest is about, but just to go and add fuel to the fire. Look at this shit. Yeah, he burning an American flag. Look at him. People cheering him on. Who is he? Who is that guy?
Why would you run off? Why would you run off? That's weird, to burn a flag and run off. That doesn't make sense. That's not a protest.
Why are you not back there at the protest? We got everybody riled up. You came here to do what? You a boogaloo boy? An accelerationist? What are you doing here? Where's your car? Where you from? Why are you here? Hey, fuck your flag burning, dude. That was fucked up.
Yeah.
That was not cool.
Yeah.
You're not happy. He doesn't even know where the fuck he is. He doesn't even know where his fucking car is. Why?
Why are you hiding your face, huh? Why you got your glasses on? You think you're some covert fucking like ninja or something, bro?
Like, who is that?
Cosplaying?
Why are you not still with the protest?
What are you doing?
Look at the photographer getting, look. Look at this photographer right there. Somebody said in the message, Wolf of Cali. What up, Wolf of Cali? I wish she was following this. Take note of the mass profession photographer right in front of him getting the close-ups. Look at him. He right there getting a close-up of this shit. Perfect picture. But we want to say Antifa is the biggest. Who's paying that guy? Who is that guy attached to, and why are they not paying attention to him? Who is that? Who is this guy? You was here at the protest, you got it going, you getting people cheering. Where are you going? Why are you leaving? And at the height of the escalation of what you created, why are you leaving? That shit is weird. Are they gonna say he was Antifa? Oh, is this what they talking about? Is this the Antifa they talking about? They gonna run this on all the news outlets? Got your pictures, good pictures. Okay,
well,
we got it. Let's get out of here.
Why would you run off? That's weird to burn a flag and run off. That doesn't make sense. That's not a protest.
Why are you not back there at the protest? We got everybody riled up. You came here to do what? You a boogaloo boy? An accelerationist? What are you doing here?
Real shit.
Where's your car? Where you from? Why are you here?
Follow his ass all the way to his car.
Your flag burning, dude. That was fucked up.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
Not happy.
He doesn't even know where the fuck he is. He doesn't even know where his fucking car is. Why?
Why are you hiding your face, huh? Why you got your glasses on? You think you're some covert fucking like ninja or something, bro? Cosplaying out here? What are you doing?
That's what they need. That's why citizens need to have their own white van, masked up in their own white van, pulling up. Come on, we about to interrogate you. Interrogation time. And see how fast the FBI and the CIA pull up to get one of their operatives. One of our operatives was apprehended. Pull up in a white van and go and start interrogating those people as citizens. Take him to somebody's basement to put the light on him. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? We know who you are. Is this your house? Is this where you live? Is this your house? Johnson. There's agitators. It's a play. Hey, Ohio Ties. I'm trying to tell you, that motherfucking movie, battle after another, is so good. It's so good. It depicts a lot of shit that's happening right now. It depicts a lot of things that's happening right now. And I think that's why it's not being promoted and marketed. Book suggestion. The Spook Who Sat Outside the Door. My wife got me this book like a Christmas ago, maybe the last Christmas. I've read this book, not this one that she got me, but I've read it so many times before. But, my wife, she got me the Nipsey Hussle reading list. Like it was a reading list from Nipsey Hussle. I think Nipsey Hussle had a reading list of books that he has. And a lot of them I had already read, but my wife bought me every single book in the list. My wife is so dope. Shout out to my wife. She gives gifts and she gives things that are really important and impactful. But my nephew requested a book to read. He said, I haven't been reading for myself lately. My nephew just turned 15. Shout out to my nephew, man. Love this young man. 6'4", I think. 210 pounds. 6'4", 210 pounds. Genius, smart. But he said, I've been reading a lot lately, but I haven't been reading for myself. I haven't been reading for my own entertainment. I haven't been reading for my own growth and gain. This is what he tells me on his birthday when we just right after we start singing happy birthday and he does his wish and blows out the candles and we do it as a family. And I'm like, afterwards I ask him, so as a 15-year-old, what do you want for yourself? Where do you want to grow emotionally as a 15-year-old? Where do you want to grow as spiritually as a 15-year-old? Where do you want to grow physically as a 15-year-old? And where do you want to grow mentally as a 15-year-old as you turn 15 going to 16? What are those four areas you want to grow in? I ask him that. I'm going to ask my daughter the same question when she turns 15. And the mental thing, he said, he has amazing answers, bomb-ass answers. Just like so proud of my babies, my family, my nieces, my nephews, my sons, my daughter. Just so proud of them, my little cousins. Because they're showing me that they are so beautiful and strong and capable of changing this fucking world. But he told me, he said, I need to do more reading for myself. I feel like I haven't read a book for myself in so long. And then him and his mom were talking about the last book he read, but then went over the books that he's reading for school. He's like, some of the books are good and I do learn from them and I appreciate reading them, but I want to go and read something that has nothing to do with school. So I broke down The Spook Who Sat by the Door. It just was on my mind, like just with what's going on and how the control of narratives and this and that. So I told him, so I'm giving that book today. Giving him that book today. We're going to celebrate that. But so if you guys haven't read Spook Who Sat Outside the Door, it's an amazing book. Written a while ago. I don't know if it was written in the 60s, but it was about rebellion. It was such a deep book and such a deep movie that it was banned out here. It was banned in America, straight up. And the premise of it is politicians will use the black vote to get themselves reelected, but it's all a lie of what they ran on. And so this politician was trying to get reelected, but he needed in order for him to get elected, he needed the black vote. So he said, oh, you know what? Let's say that we're going to let in black people, black men into the CIA. But they only let one in, but it was a competition between 500. And once he got in, I'm not going to talk about it no more. But we got to also realize that we are in this world experiencing all this shit that I just showed y'all, all that shit I just showed y'all. Our babies are also experiencing that. Our babies are also seeing all that shit. They're also living in the moment in America where this is America. So we need to have these conversations. We need to be talking about things like that. And we talked about it on the syndicate. Like, how are you combating all of this shit with your children? What is not as important as it used to be to you now that you're a father and your children are growing up in this? And to me, the first thing that came to my mind on the syndicate was school. Like, I want you to have education. I want you to be smart. I want my kids are all that. But what I want you to have is a solid foundation in family, in unity with us. I want us to be together. I want you to be able to come home and feel safe and be able to share and be united on the front of family. God and family. That's what I want to be the importance. School, education, yeah, that's cool. But right now, I want you guys to embrace what you have. The people who are going to support you, the people that are going to uplift you, that's what we need to surround ourselves with right now. And that's the mission I'm telling my children. Sports, I don't give a fuck about no sports. You can be as good as you want to be. That's cool, you know, but I've taken a stance of step back also. Like, dude, like this shit that's not important, the shit that we don't need, I don't give a fuck about it. What I give a fuck about is who you are as a person, your character. I care about who you are as a character. It don't take nothing to graduate from high school. It really don't take shit to graduate from high school. It really don't say nothing about who you are graduating from high school. But I want you to be the best you, the best person, your character. What impact are you going to have on the world, your friends, the people around you? Are you going to be a leader? Are you going to be a follower? Absolutely not. So, man, shit is incredibly sickening, man. Like, I think we just got a Russian oil tanker. Shit's going up.
The United States says it has seized 2 oil tankers linked to Venezuela that it alleges were conducting illicit activities. One of the ships was taken in the North Atlantic and was a part of Russia's so-called shadow fleet. U.S. officials say the tanker's crews will now face criminal charges in the U.S.
U.S. forces boarding the tanker Sophia in the Caribbean in a video released by Homeland Secretary Kristi Noem. One of 2 ships seized by the United States within hours on Wednesday, both allegedly with links to Venezuela. The other vessel, Bella 1, had been pursued by U.S. forces since it refused boarding in the Caribbean last month. Washington says the ship was trying to evade U.S. sanctions on Venezuela.
And this administration is going to fully enforce the sanction policy of the United States. The vessel this morning was seized in the North Atlantic pursuant to a warrant issued by a U.S. federal court after being tracked. And this was a Venezuelan shadow fleet vessel that has transported sanctioned oil. And the United States.
What if other powers at hand of other powers were doing this activity? What if China was doing that? What if Russia was doing that? Just going and, hey, I think this is illegal. We've been researching. What if the UK, Europe, what if India, what if they start doing that shit? Is it okay for other people to do this? Like, I don't give a fuck what you think I'm doing. Is it okay for China to do that shit? Because right now, setting a standard for do whatever the fuck you want and what you think is right.
America, under this president, is not going to tolerate that.
The ship, which the U.S. says changed its name and was flying temporarily under the Russian flag, was seized between Iceland and the U.K. Britain confirmed it provided assistance.
The UK, at the request of the US, supported this operation as part of global efforts to crack down on sanctions busting and shadow shipping activity. The vessel is part of an increasing web of shadow shipping that fuels and funds instability across the world.
It's the first time in recent memory that the U.S. has seized a Russian-flagged vessel. One Russian lawmaker described it as piracy. The back-to-back seizures suggest the Trump administration has every intention of asserting its control over oil flows to and from Venezuela.
All right, let's get more on this from DW Russia analyst Konstantin Eggert in Vilnius. Konstantin, a Russian lawmaker has described this U.S. seizure of this Russian-flagged vessel as blatant piracy. Are you surprised there hasn't been a stronger official reaction?
Birosh, first of all, let's be clear. Let's not describe the 450 members of the State Duma as lawmakers. They are essentially members of the Putin administration. It's a puppet parliament. But this man, Mr. Slutsky, indeed was probably the only one who called it piracy in Moscow. We've seen very mild statements from both the Foreign Ministry and the Ministry of Transport of Russia, which pleaded with the US authorities to treat the Russian sailors well, but essentially refrained from any kind of sharp rhetoric. And this, to me, indicates only one thing. Moscow is afraid of what the Trump administration is going to do next to its interests in Venezuela, which are completely suspended now after the takeover of Venezuela.
You hear what he's saying? He's saying Moscow is like, dude, we need to be trepidatious about how we move. We need to be real careful with our next move because guess what? this dude as in Trump, has power over our interest in the oil in Venezuela. He can shut us down or say, okay, you guys can have some of this or this and that. He played bully ball and bullied the court. And so now, like, they're not even talking against what is happening, because be careful of what your next words are. Choose your next words wisely, because I got control of all this shit over here.
By the United States, and secondly, to its shadow fleet, which is essential for ferrying Russian oil across the globe to support Russia's aggression against Ukraine. So I think that this is proof of just one thing: fear in Moscow.
Okay, let's look at the first of the points that you made. What really has been the connection between the Maduro regime and Russia, and how concerned is Moscow of this new relationship that seems to be forming between the regime in Caracas now and Washington, D.C.?
Well, of course, Putin is very much concerned about it because the takeover of Venezuela by the United States is, or at least what seems to be like a takeover for now, will impact the global oil market, on which Russia depends very, very heavily. And this is something that's not going only to impact Putin's war against Ukraine, but I would dare to say, Biraj, the future of the Russian regime. If the United States indeed tries to control, well, at least a significant part of the global oil market, Russia's cornered. And this is something that I think strikes fear in Moscow, in many hearts. And also, let's look at the peace effort that the United States was trying to apply to Russian-Ukraine, organizing Russian-Ukraine talks, Putin is very, very keen to maintain contact with Washington because that keeps things predictable for him. Now it seems they are more unpredictable than they were a week ago. So I do think that Venezuela is an extremely important harbinger of things to come.
Venezuela was like the chess piece on the board that everybody, no, you know what? Venezuela was like the pawn on the board that if you go all the way to the enemy side, you get a queen. You get to switch out your pawn for a queen. And they was racing with their pawns. The first one who got to the queen was going to control shit. Like, okay, he's one step ahead of me. Like, let's get our pawn over there and replace it with a queen. Or in checkers, where you get to take your checker all the way over and you get to double up and it does all the queen moves. That's what the race for Venezuela was in this geopolitical grand scale. It was so important to control Venezuela with the way that we move. We're American. Will we benefit from this? I don't think I'll benefit from it, but America as a global whole, this is significant to the power of America in the stronghold of the world. Remember, I told you guys they were doing all this racist shit, trying to build up shit within America because they were losing the stronghold economically. They needed Venezuela. That one gathering of Venezuela boosted them on steroids, boosted America on steroids so strong where now they're dictating and have leverage over people outside of just nuclear weapons. Like, dude, we got the biggest reserve of oil now, and I'm controlling it, and I've taken over the country. I'm making the decisions now. I'm the captain of the boat now. And I got federal agents going through the country just popping people. Not only am I controlling shit on a grand scale, I'm also restructuring and refortifying my stance in America with people. Like, we're just operating how we want. Federal agents operating with impunity, and I'm in the world operating with impunity. It is the setup for the big takeover, man. Israel and America. Israel's stronghold out there in the Middle East and us over here taking over the South. Africa may be next. They're going to try to go into Africa because now from Greenland to Venezuela, you're self-sufficient. self-sufficient, really self-sufficient from Greenland to Venezuela, Colombia, Venezuela, Panama Canal. You really don't need nobody else unless you want to go get resources of like lithium and this and that and vibranium. I'm gonna say vibranium just because of Wakanda. But this is the deal, man. This is the real shit. These motherfuckers is playing a big game that we're getting to watch. And we agree with it or not. Yeah, I don't think you should be able to go into people's countries and take it over. But I'm telling you, him doing that, them people up top are about to benefit like crazy. What's wrong is wrong. But yeah, the United States is going to benefit for sure.
For Moscow.
You mentioned there that earlier that Russia is afraid that the US could potentially start seizing other Russian shadow fleet ships. Do you think Russia will try and defend these ships? Because there were reports that Russia had sent a submarine potentially to aid its ship that was seized.
Well, I do not think that they will do anything about it. They may try and retaliate in some other way, but essentially, if the United States Coast Guard, for example, or US Navy try to board a ship under Russian flag and Russian Navy comes to its rescue, it is a direct confrontation between the US and Russia. In this confrontation, Russia loses straight away. So I do not think that, especially under this administration, which is unpredictable and sometimes pretty forceful in pushing it.
Don't this shit remind you of when Captain America boarded that ship and Scarlett Johansson was on a whole nother mission than Steve Rogers? Captain America thinking like, oh, pro-America, we're going in here to take care of these foreigners that have this ship that are doing some shit that's illegal. We're going to go in here and we're doing the right thing for America because we need it. But Scarlett Johansson, shadow spy, doing the works of Shaft, whatever that dude's name was with the patch, she was going to get information from the software or whatever, two totally different missions. Doesn't this remind you of it? How they on this ship right here? Watch. I'm going to show it to you guys. It's like super.
Secure channel 7.
7 secure. You do anything fun Saturday night?
Well, all the guys from my barbershop quartet are dead, so no.
They on the plane right now, but watch.
Not really.
Coming up on the drop zone, Cap.
Drop zone, Cap.
You know, if you ask Kristen out from statistics, she'd probably say yes.
That's why I don't ask.
Too shy or too scared?
Too busy.
Was he wearing a parachute?
No. No, he wasn't.
Look at the ship. I mean, it's almost like that. Exactly. I don't know why this shit's so dark. Don't that shit look exactly like what was going on? Maybe it'll look better if I do it like that, though. Or maybe if I go to YouTube itself. I don't know. Captain America is cold, man. He's so busy. But I want to go to the part where Scarlett Johansson was stealing shit.
call from you. She seems kind of nice.
Secure the engine room, then find me a date.
When she
I'm
went to go
multitasking.
so he sent her to go secure the engine room. Like, go secure the engine room. But she didn't go do that. She went to go do something else, another mission. What they were really there for. Captain America thought they were there for other reasons. For freedom, for good shit. Society of freedom. But Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, was there on a covert mission to gather information about how they was working with them and that kind of shit. I may be tripping. I be tripping or whatever, but I'm just seeing like the eerie resemblance of what has been shown. Eerie resemblance. Like, what is it? That ship really, was it the oil? What was on that carrier that we don't know about? What was on there that y'all not talking about? Because y'all never tell us everything. Captain America in the dark. Super similarities. Like, you think you on a mission for this, doing the right thing for America, but guess what? What is her name again? I just said her name. Black Widow on a whole nother mission for Samuel L. Jackson, whatever his name was in it. Let me see if I got a video of her stealing info. Damn, I can't find it. Let me see if I can find Captain America. Captain America confronts Black Widow. Here it is. Here it is. Look at this shit. He just beat George St. Pierre's ass. What up, La Tati? Look at her stealing.
What are you doing?
Look.
Oh, this is awkward.
Captain America kind of like represents the honest, good citizens of America, man. Like, just, yeah, the ones that are supporting Trump, that think he's doing the right thing, but you really don't even know what he's doing. The citizens is doing all the hard work, beating everybody's ass, out here just destroying shit, working hard, getting shot at, fighting these guys. And the covert shit, they in here doing the dirty shit, not fighting and getting the information. Listen to this shit closely, you guys.
What are you doing?
Backing up the hard drive. It's a good habit to get into.
Rumlow needed your help. What the hell are you doing here?
That shit's super low, huh?
You're saving SHIELD intel.
Whatever I can get my hands on.
Our mission is to rescue hostages.
No, that's your mission.
What are you doing here? Our mission is to save hostages. No, that's the mission you're on. Nigga, you don't know the real mission. The soldiers don't know the real mission.
What are you doing?
Backing up the hard drive. It's a good habit to get into.
Backing up the hard drive. It's really hard to get into.
Rumlow needed your help. What the hell are you doing here? You're saving SHIELD intel.
Whatever I can get my hands on.
Our mission
You're saving SHIELD intel. What are you doing on, like, I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, you guys.
is to rescue hostages.
No, that's your mission. And you've done it beautifully.
You just jeopardized this whole operation.
I think that's overstating things.
Messed up.
Okay. That one's on me.
You're damn right.
And this is when man, I love Steve Rogers, dude. And that's when Steve Rogers, Captain America, started questioning what was going on, started doubting things happening and this and that. And later in the movie, if I'm not mistaken, that same team that he did that with tried to kill him in the elevator. That same team, that same covert team that he was working with, that whatever that operation was, in the helicopter, they jumped in, they did all that shit. That same team tried to get rid of him for questioning shit and being like, nah, what's going on? Tell me that they don't be telling us shit.
I'm sorry about what happened with Fury. Messed up what happened to him. Thank you.
Steve Rogers is a beast.
What's the status of your contract? Nothing, sir.
What you sweating for? More cats coming on the elevator.
Records.
Confirmed.
I'm like, oh, you dirty dogs. You dirty dogs. Really?
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Oh, let me put the phone number up. If anybody wants to call in, go ahead, call in. Take your phone calls. It's so important that they'll take out their super soldier. They'll take out the super soldier. And then the infighting between whatever Samuel Jackson's team is called and Hydra, right? Hydra and this and that. Covert operations. They're willing to take out their best to keep their secrets.
Unknown caller.
This is the AM Wake Up Show, Coffee Rios, #1 morning show in the whole wide world. Craig, caller, where you calling from? What's your name?
This is Alberto from Denver kicking in.
What's up, Alberto? What's happening with you, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling over here. Starting to snow. Getting ready for the so-called winter.
Yeah.
It's not happening yet.
It's starting to get cold out here a little bit, too.
Yeah, it's been raining over there, huh?
Yeah, but it stopped raining. Now the cold is coming in. The rain is, I think, pretty much done. But, yeah. But what's going on, man? What you want to talk about?
Hey, I want to talk about...
Uh-oh, you cut out. I can't hear you. You cut out for a minute. I didn't hear nothing
Can you
you
hear
just
me?
said. Now I hear you.
Oh, okay, about the little Venezuela play that you were talking about.
Yeah. Not no little play.
I thought...
Big play.
I don't know how true is it or whatnot, but I saw something online that supposedly Venezuela alone had more gold and a whole bunch of shit than 3 different other countries or 4 like Africa and whatnot others. So the whole play of U.S. going in there was to get that and all the oil that Russia, China, and all them were already grabbing some from Venezuela. So the play is we're in there, we're taking everything, and we're stopping everybody's. We're not letting everybody eat. So that's why right now.
Not letting everybody eat. It's like if you want to eat, you have to go through me. And if you don't want you don't want us affecting other shit that you got going on, you need to operate properly here. Like we couldn't, like literally before this, we couldn't make people do shit. Like people were like, nigga, y'all not who y'all said y'all used to be. Y'all not what y'all used to be. But now this play makes people have to come with respect and salute the flag and be more conscious and more respectful. Basically, like, hey, look what I got. You guys want to act right now
like
over here?
It's like Kendrick said, fuck the big three, it's big me.
Right.
That's what Trump is doing.
Right.
And because it was a little video. It was, oh man, I wish I could remember it or find it. It was a little video that a teacher was giving a class in a college setting, and he was asking all the students, like, who do you think is a big threat and this and that? And he named he detailed it really, really nice. And I'm like, oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
So that made me look into it, and I'm like, oh, shit, that is the play right there now. Because like you guys said yesterday in the Syndicate, great episode, by the way.
Oh, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Y'all go watch the Syndicate episode from yesterday if you haven't watched it, man.
The lady that's running president now first was like, I demand the release, and then the next day is like, oh, we're gonna talk with her and see what we can do.
Right.
Her tone changed right away.
Because Trump made that he sent that message, said, hey, what's going to happen to her if she don't cooperate is going to be worse than what happened to Maduro. Everybody knows what that message is. Like, she ain't going to be here no more. Like, she the vice president. I ain't tripping off her.
Yep. Hey,
Ohio Tides is saying it's a lot of silver in Venezuela too. So he's saying it's the silver and the Bitcoin. And people ain't really realizing, I think America is trying to go away from the dollar also to cryptocurrency. And if you can control the vast amount of oil in the world and switch it over to cryptocurrency, this nigga already done made $4 billion for his family. Like, okay, the world is trying to get out of using the American dollar. Okay, cool. We're going to put this, I don't know, I'm really making an assumption and really just throwing a conspiracy theory out there. But
well, I mean, it's Venezuela now at this point with everything.
Right. Venezuela having all that Bitcoin, having all that silver, but then Trump having the access to control all that. I think the play is to change over shit out of the dollar and into crypto.
Possibly.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
Possibly. Hey, to change the subject a little bit and to give you props on something from yesterday's Syndicate that I liked.
Okay.
Is how nice you guys went from subject to subject, details into it. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't all over the place. It was nice, kind of like set up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the more you guys go, the better it gets. And props on that. And I like how Ace Boy Trey, aka Fred, was deep into the comic book, the Marvel and DC.
Hey, that nigga, my brother Fred is the biggest nerd when it comes to that Marvel anime. Like, he has all the information. Like, and the information that he has about it makes that shit so dope and interesting to me because I'm just looking at it from the surface level. Fred be having like information about why this person came in and did this, and he makes you want to watch that shit. Like, oh shit, I gotta check that out. Him and my son JJ.
He made me want to look into it.
Dude.
He made me want to like look deep into it. To all that, I'm like, oh damn, all that exists. Because when I was little, I used to be into it like that, but then I lost track of it and whatnot. But then the more he talked about it, I'm like, oh shit.
Dude, he knows so much. He knows so much that I want him to start a channel and just him in anime and Marvel and like doing reviews of what is going on. And if he doesn't want to do it on his shit, he could do it over here on Society of Freedom. But I implore that dude, nigga, go into this. It's a big ass fucking niche for what you know. And he has vast amounts of knowledge about that shit. GUNs and comics and anime. GUNs, weaponry, fighting, anime, and comics. He has a plethora of information. He just hasn't gotten online to talk about this shit.
AD says everything and does nothing. He's like king. But he said about them doing the show talking about comic books and video games and they never did nothing. You know what I mean? Everybody's busy, I get it, but Man, he should do that. He should do that.
He really should. He really should. I think he should.
All right, Rios.
All right.
Wait, yesterday I called in on a Glasses Malone show.
Oh,
He
did
gave
you?
The syndicate a little shout out. So hey.
Oh shit! Shout out to Glasses, man. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Shout out Glasses and what he's doing. He's got a lot of attention on him right now. Like he's doing his thing. He really beasting out right now. So that's dope that he gave us a shout out. Really, really appreciate that for sure.
All right, man. You have a good one, Rios.
All right, you have a good one too, brother. Boom. And there we have it. Good calling. Good calling. But yeah, man, all this stuff is happening. I think it could be the silver, but also like a play to move over into Bitcoin. Not necessarily Bitcoin, but cryptocurrency. Ohio Ties knows way more about that kind of shit than me, a ton more. I don't barely know shit, but I just see logically, if you can control in one fell swoop the largest oil reserve and then possibly controlling how it's purchased. Oh, if you want this oil, this is how you have to purchase it, through cryptocurrency, which will set shit through the roof. Oil is already up. Chevron, I think, is up. I mean, Exxon is up. I don't know. But yeah, shout out to Fred knowing all that information about all the comic books and Predator, Thor, Hulk, all that shit. Speaking of anime and all that shit, I got something for you guys to see too. Avengers Doomsday will have a runtime of 3 hours and 45 minutes. 3 hours and 45 minutes? I can't wait. Can't wait. I can't wait. I'm all in. Tony Stark Doomsday? Come on, man. What? 3 hours, 45 minutes, I'm with it. Yeah, USA Monopoly, man. Call in if you guys want to talk about it, man. Call in if you want to talk about the ICE agents in Minneapolis, Minnesota. If you guys want to talk about, there we go.
Janae or Janny.
Uh-oh. She don't know I'm on live. Hey, you tripping. If you ain't watched none of them, you super tripping. And all the shit that's in them is all the shit that's happening right now. Winter Soldier is MK Ultra. Winter Soldier is MK Ultra. I'm about to be demonetized like a mug on this one. But this is MK Ultra. King 88, you tripping. You gotta watch this shit. They got predictive programming, they got probability in this shit. Hydra, man, come on. Look at this book. Look, they about to activate this fool.
Желание. Живой. 17.
The words.
Рассвет. Печь. 9. Добросердечный. Возвращение на родину. 1. Грузовой вагон.
Доброе утро, солдат.
Activate it. Go commit this assassination. Go do this. Go take this person out. Words in concession, certain words in concession, whatever it lines up.
Я готов отвечать.
Ready to comply.
У меня для тебя есть миссия. Санкционируй, извлекай. Без свидетелей.
Took out Stark's parents. Took out Iron Man's parents. If you're not watching Marvel, there's no movies that's revealing more shit than what Marvel is revealing. You go back to all the Winter Soldier shit. You go back to Wakanda, Black Panther, all that shit. Stan Lee's stories was intertwined. Professor X was Martin Luther King. Magneto was Malcolm X. He derived that story from black culture. He admitted that. He said that shit. It's dope. It's super, super dope. If you get into it, and then the way that Fred breaks that shit down makes it really, really dope. Wavy Carter, I'm trying to say that this is what they're doing to everybody. This is what all these things that are going on, all these random hits, all these random people just out of nowhere just going crazy and just doing this shit and just doing that. Like, you think this person just woke up today out of nowhere and just chose violence? Just chose violence. Like the father and son in Australia. They just woke up and was just like, you know what? And then the other thing is they're getting their names are being researched on the internet. Like, why was this person searched 2 days before? Why is this shit? Why is there traffic around them now before the shit took place? All these people, like maybe even Luigi. The government officials that's getting taken out. Oh, shoot. Let me see something. Hold on. Dude, I just connected something in my head right now. Do y'all remember because we talking about MK Ultra. You remember the dude who was dressed up as a police officer that went and assassinated the Minnesota House of Representative in Merida? All this shit happening in Minnesota on the back end of remember the assassinations that took place of the representative? Melissa and Mark Hortman and the shootings of John and Yvette Hoffman. 6 federal charges in connection with the stalking and murders of unaliving of Minnesota House of Representatives Speaker Emerita Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark Hortman, the stalking and shooting of the Minnesota State Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette Hoffman, and the attempted shooting of their daughter Hope Hoffman. Vance Bolter planned a night of terror in Minnesota. And look at all this shit that's happening in Minnesota. What's going on in Minnesota? I just realized, just because of this MK Ultra shit that we were just talking about. Vance Bolter. Was Vance Bolter a MK Ultra? Oh, shit. What were those representatives getting in front of? That's the deep dive we need to do. Those are the deep dives that need to be done. Those are the reaction videos that need to be done. What was Vance Bolter before the shooting? And what was the Hoffmans and the Hortmans? What were the Hoffmans and the Hortmans blocking or getting ahead of, or what were they doing that wasn't allowing something to happen that they needed to be taken out? Deep dive. R files. That's some R file shit right there for sure. The man charged in the shooting of 2 Minnesota lawmakers and the spouses back in June pleaded not guilty during his arraignment in federal court. Who was this cat?
Well, today the man.
Oh shit, y'all, we putting some shit together in real time.
Wish you could advance your career without interrupting it? eCornell offers flexible online certificate programs.
Tonight now we're digging deeper into the suspect, as we said earlier, named by the BCA as 56.
His teeth look like an MK Ultra shit.
Seven-year-old Vance Bolter from Green Isle, which is about an hour west of Minneapolis, located in Sibley County.
Vance
Authorities
Bolter,
not commenting.
Was he an MK Ultra? Was he the Winter Soldier? Did they activate Vance Bolter to go after the House of Representatives, the Hortmans and the Hoffmans, and the Hoffman's daughter? Hope?
On a possible motive for the shootings. However, they confirm Bolter served on the same state workforce development board as Senator Hoffman. KTDC has obtained 2 notices of appointment for Bolter. The first issued by Governor Mark Dayton in June of 2016 for a term that expired in June of 2018. He was listed as a private sector representative for the governor's Workforce Development Board. Then in December of 2019, Governor Walz appointed Bolter to a group as a business member for a term that expired in January of 2023.
What? Walz ran for vice president with Kamala Harris. This dude worked for the governor's workforce. He worked for the government.
According to its website, the board's mission is to analyze and recommend workforce development policies to the governor and legislature toward talent development, resource alignment, and system effectiveness to ensure a globally competitive workforce for Minnesota. It's under the State Department of Economic Employment, that is, and Economic Development, DEED. The current member directory lists Senator Hoffman. Bolter is not a current member, according to the website. According to a staff member biography, Bolter is the director of security patrols for Praetorian Guard Services, Security Services.
Security guard was a great security.
It's listing that he has been involved with security situations in Eastern Europe, Africa, North America, and the Middle East, and has, quote, many on-the-ground experiences combined with training by both private security firms and by people in the U.S. military.
You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me that this dude wasn't activated. What button did they press? Go get these 4. Take them out all in the same night.
Provides residential security patrols, uniformed armed security, and event security services. Bolter's only public criminal history in Minnesota is for minor traffic tickets, including speeding and parking violations. Again, the FBI now involved in the manhunt for Bolter, who is considered armed and dangerous, offering an award, as Ryder told us, of now up to $50,000 for information leading to an arrest and a conviction.
That's just some random shit that we just came across right now. Just talking about how Marvel movies resemble life. Like life is resembling Marvel movies, vice versa, whatever. And the Winter Soldier, how he was being activated and buttons, MK Ultra, Manchurian Candidate. These random acts of violence against people and what's happening in Minnesota and in Minneapolis, is this not a coincidence? Why is so much taking place there? Waltz running for vice president from Minnesota, representative from Minnesota with Kamala Harris. Minnesota's under attack. Hoffman, Hortman, what were they in opposition to? That's what we got to find out. We got to find out what was Hoffman and Hortman, what were they in opposition to? Oh. And Rita Melissa Hortman, what was she in opposition to? That's what we're going to look up right now. That's not funny. For championing progressive policies like abortion rights, free school meals, paid family leave, and clean energy, meaning her opposition and the opposition she faced was generally from Republicans and conservatives against three measures. With her tragic assassination, according to news outlets, she was a strong advocate for abortion access, leading passage of the PRO Act, social programs. Hortman supported universal free school meals, paid family leave, benefits, all progressive policies. She championed requirements for utilities to provide carbon-free electricity by 2040, facing opposition from industries and those wary of aggressive climate mandates. That's the one that really stands out. Y'all, what have we stumbled upon? What are we getting into? Crazy stuff. Vance Bolter, MK Ultra, for sure. For sure. Not 100% sure. But in my brain of brains, yeah. All right, man. We're going to end it like that. We out of here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being supportive. Thank you guys for making an impact. Thank you guys for engaging. Go out there, be a blessing for somebody else out there in the world. Go out there, be positive. Be purposely productive, purposely positive. Be of a helping hand. See those in need of help. We live in a life of servitude. You can never be bored or not busy if you are living a life of servitude. Somebody always needs help out there. Somebody always needs a helping hand, a kind ear, somebody to listen to them. Sometimes it's just a few words of encouragement that could save somebody from their own thoughts, a belief of what is going on. Be that inspiration, be that motivation to somebody that needs to keep on going. Be that inspiration for somebody to keep on trucking, to keep on moving. Like, no, it's worth it. You're worth it. We love you. We value you. You are an asset to society. You're an asset to us. So continue to be great out there, man. Ghetto Cafe, y'all are the #1 chat in the whole wide world. This is the AM Wake Up Show. Coffee with Rios. The best morning show in the whole wide world, Craig. You already know. It's all love all the time, man. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. All glory to God. Boom. We out.
Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, fire from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stays woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze, cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow.